It's a bit colder than I thought outside, but we're gonna go take a look. So this is the location for the wedding. My partner Danny is behind the tree there getting some wood. So we came here for a few days to do some planning, do some measuring. There's a lot of snow everywhere, but we wanted to kind of start getting organized. There's a little fresh layer of snow. It snowed a little bit this morning. So I'm going to show the whole property first here. This is the side. Nice, beautiful sunlight, but it's very forested. There's a lot of trees, and this is going to be the main area for the ceremony. It's going to have a little dock up there. The lake's frozen now, but it looks very different when it's summer here. So beautiful. We're going to put a little dock here. Usually goes when the lake defrosts, and we're going to hold the ceremony in there, and probably our families are going to sit around here. It's going to be very, very small, as I mentioned. Only for our immediate family and a few friends. My family unfortunately won't be able to come, but my brother will be here. At least I'll have him to represent my family, but we'll try to maybe stream it for them so they can be part of it, and then Danny's siblings and parents will be here as well, along with a few friends to help us celebrate. But it's going to be very small. Main area will be here. It's behind the trees. I'll go there later, next to the house, where we're going to put some seating and have some food and stuff. But here are my first ever garden beds. They are a little bit abandoned now. I haven't used them in a couple of years, but those are the first beds that I ever built, and they are a bit shaded in here. I'm gonna try to put some shade tolerant stuff. There's some good soil in there still. I'll amend it with some compost and try to grow just a couple of flowers in there. I think it would look nice here right by this table, where we're also going to decorate a bit. We're planning to hang lights everywhere and do lots of candles and stuff around, but we're also going to clean up this area. Danny's already working on that, taking the wood, cutting, and we're going to move that all to the front. This here, it's a fire pit. We're going to put some chairs around and have a little get together around the fire too. And here, usually there's already a little garden bed. Some things do grow here in the spring and summer. I have a beautiful lily in here, and a few other things are dead now, but this is one of the spaces that I'm going to be growing some of the flowers. That's the other garden bed. It got pushed over by the snowplow. It used to be like this, but we're going to try to fix that. This one has a lot of good soil in it, so I'm going to try to plant some pretty colorful flowers in here. And this area here, it's going to be the main area of the wedding, where we're going to put chairs, and Danny's mom might want to put a tent. We're thinking about it. But that's where the food's going to be and all of that. So that area there gets lots of wildflowers. Oh, my hands are so cold. So we're thinking that we're going to put some fresh compost in here and make this a garden bed, even though it's a little shaded, but the flowers grow really well there. And here with this beautiful view, it's the south facing, so that's where we get the most sun. So after this all melts, we're going to make a bed here too, kind of like this and this, framing the space where the wedding is going to be. And right there next to the house, there's another garden bed, and this one is really good. It gets a lot of sun, so this one gets lots of flowers. But this year we're gonna do flowers specifically for the wedding, cut a lot of the stuff that's wild growing here. The next year they can come back, but for now, this year we're gonna use that as flowers for the wedding too. So over there on that side, that's where the previous owners used to have the garden beds, but it's really shaded now. There's no leaves on the trees, but I tried to grow some flowers there in the year that I was here, and nothing really grew. It does, a lot of goldenrod grows there by September, but we'll see if we use it or not. I was thinking to maybe put some flowers around here too, like wildflowers. We'll see how it goes. Here, where these little baby pine trees are growing, we're gonna take this stuff out and try to make sort of like a terrace garden here. It gets really, really good sunlight. Gotta be careful now with this low. So this one would be probably wildflowers or some things that grow well here, just to add some color and add to the nice lake view. But that will be mostly, it's small and intimate. We don't want to do anything too big, but we love this place and would be very special to us to do the celebration here. I think it's kind of hard to see. I don't know. For me, being here in the summer and looking now in the winter, it doesn't even look like it's possible to grow some flowers in here, but I will put some pictures of how this place looks in the summer, and also of my how my garden looked here when I had it. The raised beds in there, even though it's a little bit shaded, they still get some sun, the afternoon sun, so it's nice and hot there. But we think it will work out. We'll try. I also grew lots of flowers in containers in there when we were here in 2020, and made a little flower bed in there too. So we'll see what we can do. We have some options and lots of space. I have tons of pots that I could bring in here and make them look nice. But for now, this is the plan. With all those flowers that I talked about, we're gonna try to make it work here and see how it looks. But this specifically, this part looks so pretty in the summer. The lake is beautiful and calm and reflects the water, so we're very excited to have a celebration here. Also going to clean up this here, make a little stairs to be able to go down to that area and to this area too. We'll clean all this brush and save the wood for firewood, but that's where that can be used for sure. There's lots of wild blueberries that grow right by the shore over there, and there's also lots of wild strawberries that grow here, and even all over the grass here when it's thawed during the spring. But we'll see what we can do with that area too. We actually are back home now. I just realized that I didn't say goodbye on the video that we just filmed showing everything around. I was really cold, so I thought I was gonna do later, then I forgot about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of the property. We are very excited to share this journey with you guys. I'm gonna try my best to document as much as I can. I also want to see the progress of before and after of how the property looks right now and how it would look after we make the garden beds and plant all the flowers and stuff like that. So when I mentioned garden beds and I feel the sides and the framing, the location, we're gonna do in-ground beds. So I'm not gonna do raised beds or anything like this to offset the cost. So basically I'm just gonna try to add some compost to some areas, maybe till it. I'm not sure, we don't have a tiller. Maybe I'll try to scratch the soil surface a little bit just to take a lot of the weeds out, and then put a fresh layer of compost and plant the flowers, the seedlings that I'm going to bring from here for my home. I am considering using some fabric to prevent the weeds just for this year because we wanted to make sure it looks nice for the wedding. A lot of the decor of the wedding would be the flowers themselves growing there. We will obviously cut some for the tables and for the deck and for the dock and from inside, you know, but mostly I wanted to have the look of flowers surrounding us all over the place. So that's why I have so many, you know, the selection was big in the last video because we have lots of space. You want to make sure we have a very nice variety of flowers growing everywhere. And the ceremony is going to be mid-July, which is quite early for that area. The last frost date up there, it's only at May 28 and in between May 28 and June 1st. That's why I wanted to do cool season flowers in there. And it was a little confusing in the last video, but by July it's still kind of cold there. That's why those flowers that I mentioned, they're cool season, they're really gonna enjoy the weather and the cool nights that we have there. Is also up in the mountains, so the nights always tend to get nice and chilly, and zinnias and sunflowers and stuff don't do us great there, but I'm going to grow those back here, and then everybody that can stand some cool nights will be up there. I'll give them a head start growing them down here in New York City, try to transplant them as a bit bigger seedlings, and I'm also planning to cover them for a little bit in the beginning. Leave them out there covered so the deer or rabbits go and eat them up. We'll see how it goes. I'm very excited, but that's the plan. Again, I'll try to keep posting as much updates as I can. We're planning to just go back there in April, and I'll try to document all of that too and share how we're planning to make that place look special. If you missed the last video that I posted talking about what flowers I'm gonna grow, I'll link it up here so you can watch that next and see the selection. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.